Welcome to Annapolis, Maryland. Today at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium to see who will win the Go Bowling Military Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on a team from the ACC, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Navy Midshipmen will go on offense first to start this game. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
Looking to pass. It's Horvath. Finds his man. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long. On the option. The give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Navy now facing third and short. They'll run play action. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now from the 40, it's first and 10. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Give to the fullback. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. Well, programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with the commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away, and if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
So California's offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And the missed connection on third down.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Navy will go back on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
On the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Finds a little bit of room. Picks up 4 out to the 13.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Golden Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Good catch in the middle. It's Kent. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Just going to keep it after the snap. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Fullback's got it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense, scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative play.
Looking for a man. It's Horvat. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And this game is going perfect for the defense right now. They haven't been on the field that much. The offense hasn't had that many possessions. Here we are at the end of the first half. They're still pitching a shutout, and they're ready for this quarterback to take shots. They're sensing the frustration, and that time in perfect position, forcing that incompletion.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it. Look at him. You could tell he knows he missed a huge opportunity. Not only could he tell, everyone in the stands could see that guy was absolutely wide open.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And that's a very productive first down play of bringing up 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team. When you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles, it's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Golden Bears will call on their punt team. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Handoff to the fullback. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, midshipman. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Brown will throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. From the gun on third down. Fires to the big fella. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man quickly.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
From the gun, running back on the move. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. It would have been a 54-yarder if they'd tried the field goal. Instead, they'll try to convert on fourth and short. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Golden Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Gets it out quickly. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. It's complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's got it on the move. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he got that extra point through. No slipping on the snow. It was good. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Annapolis and an intriguing Military Bowl. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Military Bowl.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Cal gets him back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. We are locked up to start the second half, and guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much. 2 very evenly matched teams with a lot of playmakers. We knew this thing could go either way. So for this offense right here, and this drive, to start off the second half, David, They need to put something together and really put pressure on the opponent.
And the thing I like about bowl games, man, is they're exciting. You go for it more on fourth down, less to lose, not as uptight. So I look for this second half to be fun, to be wild, to be loose. And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Snagged out of the air. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Golden Bears are on the move. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Turning it on. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Golden Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the gun, running back gets the give.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Golden Bears back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, the inside give. Touchdown, Cal! And that one will put them up here in the second half. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Navy will go back on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking to throw, it's Horvat. Caught. No chance to run, but still a good game.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch a big fella.
They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got a little space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Navy, after that huge run, might just try to run it right at him again. Smithers into space. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Navy was pinned deep, and now a chance to put together a drive. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Caught over the middle. It's Kent. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll send the back in motion. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Navy will have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Midshipman to break the seal on the final period with a second down. Goes to the option. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Navy!
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. Second and goal. You don't need third and goal, thanks to the big fella.
And the extra point ties the game in the 4th. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit.
There he goes. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run. And the Golden Bears are on the move. To give to the running back from the shotgun.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th quarter lead. They don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely
Touchdown, Golden Bears! They move on top here in the 4th.
love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open, I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Breaks the tackle. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Horvath. There's the pressure. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. On his way from around the 50. He's going to get loose. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He makes the grab. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Golden Bears trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Brown will throw it. Starts to scramble to the left. Touchdown, Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down man.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air, it's Horvath. Looking for the goal line. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. He is out of bounds, and he did not get there. Couldn't reach the pylon. They'll turn it over on downs. And the Golden Bears backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well.